To the Happy Place, aka the Madhouse, aka the Max Wrestling Podcast, episode 288. This is your captain speaking, along with Mike Larkin, and the Max Outsiders are literally outside. Maybe they're running late, maybe they're not on this week, we don't know, we'll see how it goes, but there's no Travis or Moses as of right now, and just to top things off, I'm working through an injury, people.
Oh, jeez. By the way, not to cut you off, but the way you just said that kind of reminds me of that episode of the Rugrats, you know? Will they make it? Nobody knows. Little Chucky Finster, man. Freaking sound like the Rugrats and Chucky Finster. I forgot what episode it was, but then they're talking and Chucky's narrating. Will they make it? Nobody knows.
Well, I recently binged Recess, and I'm trying to find Rugrats now so I can binge through that and relive all my childhood.
Oh, my God.
I gotta say,
dude.
I think Recess is the perfect kids series ever.
I love that show. I think for me, just TJ Detweiler and the whole thing, Mikey with his poetry. Oh, now let me ask you something. Did you ever see the Recess Schools Out film that came out in like
I saw all the films.
Oh, my God. Such a very underrated show.
Believe it or not, people, this is not Netpicks episode 2. This is the Max Wrestling Podcast.
It's not, but you had to start with your Recess, mister. I'm going to binge watch Recess and then the Rugrats. Don't get me started.
So I pulled a muscle in my lower back yesterday. Would you like to know how it happened, Mike?
I will, but when you say pull the muscle, did you pull up your pants and do the muscle man dance?
I wish I couldn't even step, let alone dance. So it's a funny story.
Yeah, hit me.
So I went to get into the shower.
Wait a minute. Hold on. As soon as you start, I went to get in the shower. Go ahead, my apologies.
The end. That was it.
You went to get the shower and you pulled the muscle just getting into the shower?
I put one leg in and it was like a pufferfish just went off in my back.
Oh my God.
Wait till you hit 30, people.
But hey, man, I'm already 28. I got 2 more years to go.
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe I should have just let Randy Orton give me a fractured jaw. I'd be back working like nothing ever happened.
No, of course, man. Oh, speaking of that, Sasha Banks is coming back after friggin' taking a guillotine and the damn stepping on the chair with Bayley, and all of a sudden 2 weeks later she's coming back.
No, give her at least 2 more weeks. But I guess they got to get her back for Clash of Champions.
Of course they do, because why would we just hold it till, I don't know, maybe like Hell in a Cell, when we could probably have them in a Hell in a Cell match like we've seen, but no. Gotta bring him back.
They also can't decide what it's called. Half the roster's calling it the Clash of Champions, the other half are calling it Clash of the Champions.
Oh my God. It's Clash of Champions, you sons of bitches.
Hello, Moses.
Hello, Moses!
I swear he said morning.
I heard him say morning. Moses. Mr. Moses. Noah and the Ark, and his name is Moses.
All right, then. Well, his name's flashing up anyway.
It's not just a movie with no friggin' what's-his-face, man. Norm Macdonald. Noah. Moses!
What's up, guys?
Oh, there we go.
There he is. Okay.
Sorry,
so now
I guess my whole everything's all acting funky.
Okay.
So now I got to tell Moses a story.
Oh, I gotta hear this. I like stories.
I pulled a muscle in my back yesterday. Do you want to know how it happened?
Sure.
So
we're using cool.
I went to get in the shower. The end.
Oh, that's the worst.
See?
I was like, he's gonna say the end, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah.
First and foremost, y'all are both 30. I'm not to that point.
I'm 31.
Oh, excuse me, 31, mister over here. I haven't gotten to that point where I've gotten in the shower and threw on my back yet.
Well, not to add salt to the wounds, but my junior year of wrestling, I was dropped on my neck.
Oh.
And they thought I broke it. And so I had to like deal with like a compression vest, or no, what was it, like the ice vest or whatever? And then I had to sit in a wheelchair for 5 weeks because they were that worried. But like, fuck, I've never thrown my back out like that, and like I have a fucked up neck.
Shit.
Yeah, I
No,
got
that-
scoliosis, so.
Oh well, fuck. See, that's no bueno. But
No.
that's the whole thing. Like you know, like how we always cringe at German suplexes. Well, they're super rare in amateur wrestling, and when they happen, they're pretty devastating. Well, I did the best I could to fight one off over like a really big dude, and he pretty much just wrapped his arms on my chest and said, "You're going over whether you like it or not." And when I went over, there was no room for error, and it was, you're going to land all of it on your neck. You need to learn how to roll. And I don't know how the hell I survived, fucking rolled out. I tried to wrestle afterwards. Like, I tried to get up, and I fucking stumbled to the floor. Like, I legit, like, hit the ground, and then I remember rolling and, like, pushing my legs forward to, like, just shoot for him, and I basically, like, drug my face into the ground.
Was it like?
And, like, my mom's thinking I broke my neck. My dad's like, what the fuck's going on? Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Was it like? Well, if Kurt Angle can do it.
That's legitimately my thought. That was, I swear to God, that was legitimately my thought. I'm like, well, how hard can this be?
Did you Did you land on your neck like Chris Benoit and Sabu when he gave him that throw back in ECW?
Shit.
More of an angle, but very similar. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm about to say that's the one that like wrestling fans, like if you know it, like that's how I landed.
Anybody
it's like
born
full accordion mode.
Anybody born after 2010, go look it up.
Yeah.
Shit.
Watch early ECW. Chris Benoit absolutely chucks Sabu.
Maybe that explains why Sabu's so fucked up.
Yeah.
It all stems back to that injury. Okay. So things are off to a great start with Raw, as we have Michael Cole and Dolph Ziggler on commentary.
Yes, no Samoa Joe, so we got Dolph Ziggler.
Why? What the fuck?
I mean, and Byron, but Byron's just there.
So you telling me you can replace Samoa Joe because he didn't make the flight or whatever the fuck? You couldn't accidentally not book fucking Byron? Are you kidding me?
I don't even know how I feel about Ziggler on commentary. I don't know if he annoyed me or if I grew to like him. I haven't made my mind up yet.
He was really ignorable. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
So we're ready for In Your Face Raw, which definitely doesn't sound PG.
I thought it was in your house. I'm just kidding.
In Your Face, in your house, whatever. Definitely
Well,
ain't
in your
PG.
face was Velvet. Well, in your face was Velvet Sky's finisher, I believe, right?
Something like
You guys
that.
know the TNA, not me.
Something like
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
yeah. But
think
I
it was
believe
that.
she
I think it
spelled
was-
it Y-O.
Yeah, in your face, not in your face, but in
That's
your
right,
face.
in your face.
So
In your face.
Gotta be gangster.
this is just me spitballing, but did they call it In Your Face Raw because of all the friggin' kicks that have been in McIntyre and Orton's faces lately?
Maybe.
Oh yeah, talking about fractured skull, broken jaws, and it's like, okay, well, let's just keep kicking each other in the face. I like this.
Drew,
Whatever.
Drew and Randy get the plan for next week's Raw, so we're gonna call it In Your Face. Are you kidding me?
Stand up for professional wrestling.
Is that a joke?
I don't know whose fucking accent I want to make fun of more, and that's either McIntyre or Balor. So I am the brand. Every time I turn around.
Speaking of McIntyre, he kicked off the show even though they didn't even want him in the building last week because he was too hurt, but I guess he gets a free pass this week.
Gonna hurt you, Randy.
Okay.
Gonna hurt you.
He upgrades his match with This is funny. He upgrades his match with Randy Orton to an ambulance match because, quote, the rules don't apply to them anymore. But you just challenged him to a match with a very specific rule.
Well, you gotta throw him in the ambulance, Drew. You gotta throw him in the ambulance.
I'll win however I like.
By the way, last time Survivor Series had an ambulance match, what was
Shane
that,
Kane.
2003? Shane and Kane.
Oh
Right?
Lord.
Yeah,
Wait a minute,
that was-
this is Clash of Champions though.
Oh, wait, that's Clash of Champions. my
AKA
bad.
the Clash of Champions, AKA Clash of the Champions.
Well, that's the thing. My apologies, Clash of Champions. But I think the last time we had like a big pay-per-view, I know they've done Cena and Kane, but the ambulance match that really stands out to me is the Shane Kane one from Survivor
Was
Series.
Cena Kane the last ambulance match we did have?
I think it was, yes. That one where friggin' Embrace the Hate. Yep.
I had so much
Oh no,
promise
wait.
for Kane.
I think
There's been plethora more.
McIntyre and Bray Wyatt. Not McIntyre. Ambrose and Bray Wyatt.
Well, I don't know.
Oh yeah.
On a pay-per-view though. Wasn't Roman and Strowman in these things all the time?
Ambulance
Ambulance
they
matches?
definitely had the ambulance match because obviously he flipped Roman in an ambulance.
Oh yes.
Yeah, right.
That's right.
Because he's super strong 1 minute, and now he's fighting Dama Cueto, whatever the fuck guy's name is.
Baran. Baran.
All I know is I saw this, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, you've officially said, I don't give a shit about this guy no more.
Yeah, Dabaketo. Shane McMahon also cock blocking us.
Cock blocking.
What a fuck.
Oh wait, hold on. There was another one. Okay, so all right, the 3 stages of hell match, I believe at Payback with John Cena and Ryback. There was 2014. Yeah, Bray Wyatt and Dean Ambrose in 2014. There was hold on. There was one with in WWE with Shane and Kane. That was the first one. And then we got The Undertaker and JBL in the last ride match. Same with Kennedy. So the last ride match was like an ambulance match. And then we had John Cena Kane. Yeah, and then we had Cena and Ryback in the 3 stages of hell. So the last official ambulance match was 2014 with Bray Wyatt and Dean Ambrose.
And yes, an ambulance match and a last ride match are exactly the same. They just switched the ambulance for a hearse.
Yeah, during the first Raw of 2015, the feud culminated in an ambulance match between Bray Wyatt and Dean Ambrose. Yeah, that's the last time we saw an ambulance match.
Yeah. I mean, they kind of suck, let's be honest.
Hold on a sec.
You also reminded me with Cena and Ryback.
Yes.
Was that Money in the Bank or Payback?
That was Payback.
I'm sure there was an ambulance at Money in the Bank though, because I always remember making fun of Cena F5 and Ryback through the roof because the roof seemed to be made of paper mache.
That is right. By the way, there's Extreme Rules 2013, Last Man Standing, no contest, and then they did the ambulance match at Payback. Yep. Oh. Okay, and here's one I didn't even know. They did an ambulance match in WCW.
Of course they did. They did everything in WCW.
Okay, so the first 5 ambulance matches took place in May of 2000 and were televised for free on basic cable television.
I got a question before you go.
Yes.
How many of them involved Kevin Nash?
Okay, are you ready for this? Mike Awesome beat Sting in the first one and then went on to lose to Kevin Nash and Scott Steiner before beating The Wall in the 4th one. G.I. Bro beat Mike Awesome in the 5th ambulance match of the month, which is a part of Mike Awesome's career killer gimmick. The final 2 ambulance matches in WCW took place on pay-per-view at Great American Bash 2000. Mike Awesome beat Dallas Page. A few months later, he defeated Bam Bam Bigelow at Starrcade 2000 when WCW was acquired by WWE a few months later.
So Mike Awesome was in them all?
Yep.
Cool. So it's his match, really.
The Fat Chick Thriller.
Yes, so you get to see the fat chick, though, when you get to that in 2000, Mr. Moses Marquez.
Can't wait.
I just
Fat Chick
thought you
Thriller.
just did a whole episode for him.
Yeah, you're welcome. But yeah, then 3 years later, it was Shane and Kane, which was the first one. They've only had a couple in WWE, too, so yeah.
Yeah, I think the Last Man Standing match was better than the ambulance match.
It was.
Fucking Shane trying to commit suicide again.
Oh, the Van Terminator, right?
No, I mean off the friggin' Tron.
Oh, the Tron,
yeah,
that was Unforgiven, but
Yeah.
the big thing that came from the Survivor Series one was when he did the friggin' Van Terminator to him. Oh, he jumped off the ambulance and then boom, yeah.
Bastard.
Yeah. Now, Adam Pearce announced that if Randy doesn't make it to Clash, Keith Lee will take his place if he beats McIntyre later on in the night. And then there's this hilarious 2K14 build-a-story mode crowd sound effect as Lee and Drew shake hands. Seriously, I've got it. Listen to this. Okay, they're staring each other down. There's the handshake, and when Keith Lee pulls him in,
Yeah, that is something out of a 2K game, yes.
Most definitely.
Now if Drew McIntyre can do what he did last week, 2 weeks after suffering a skull fracture, which was then transformed into a jaw fracture, then I'm pretty sure it's safe to say we're going to see Randy at Clash of Champions.
Oh, yeah.
So all this teasing Keith Lee taking his place was just an absolute cock tease.
Yep. But they love to do that.
And apparently, this may come as an absolute shock to people, Vince doesn't know what to do with Keith Lee.
Oh, what do you know?
Oh, my goodness.
It's almost like that never happens when he calls somebody up from NXT who's got loads of hype around him.
Because I don't see the hype, damn it. What the hell is he doing? He's just a big guy with flips. What the hell's so special about him, damn it?
Well, they changed his attire again. Now he's wearing a singlet.
Oh,
Put
my
him in a
God.
singlet.
Look, I hated my singlet back in the day, and you could just see the utter disgust on this man's face. Like, I really have to fucking wear this thing?
Yeah, nothing screams generic like singlet.
God, they're the
And
worst.
Keith Lee is anything but generic.
You want to bask in this glory, pal? Bask in this singlet.
You can keep the hoodie,
Bask in this singlet.
but here's a singlet.
Oh, God, those are the worst fucking things ever made.
You think you're limitless? I'm going to put the limits on you.
I remember begging a rep that I will take 3 points off. Like, I will start negative 3 points if I could just wrestle in some shorts.
Or at the very
It
least,
didn't go.
At the very least, some tights.
Right? Like, come on, bro. Hook a brother up.
I'd
Or can I at
rather
least go with, like,
get
the one, the fucking single singlet, like the giant?
Yes.
Have one titty out, one titty covered, you know what I'm saying?
Well, at least it ain't like Big Daddy V who had the straps not even covering his nipples.
Nope.
The only good
Just
thing
tits
about
out.
the only good thing about Big Daddy V, when I was a kid, I used to love that doom 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 calling all cars. That theme song also used to get me. I used to love that theme song.
Viscera scared the shit out of me when I was a kid.
Oh, yes.
Massive ass dude.
Yeah, with those lenses and the sharp teeth. Ugh.
What about him as King Mabel and the whole Men on a Mission?
That was a little bit before my time, so I only really discovered that when I was a little older.
Hey, all I know is friggin' he used to hurt a lot of people with his ass going on the backs, and Kevin Nash talks about their horrible match at SummerSlam.
And I think that's a fact that needs to be pointed out even more, is that Mabel / Big Daddy V /
King of the
Viscera
Ring.
was a king of the ring.
That's right. King Mabel.
King Mabel.
So first match of the night, I think I know the answer to this, but how do you feel about the Street Profits beating Cesaro and Nakamura, not Sheamus?
Yeah, fam. Yeah. We want the smoke, fam. You know what's up, fam?
You know, if this was like Japan, Cesaro and Nakamura, well, Claudio Castagnoli Wally
Definitely.
would have killed him.
Definitely. Yes.
They'd have straight up killed him.
Dead.
Him dead, and him dead.
I enjoyed it, but I mean, I had a feeling that since they were on the Raw turf, that Street Profits were going to win.
Yeah, so are we going to get a return match on SmackDown where Cesaro and Nakamura win?
I have
doubt
no
it.
idea. No. I think you know where they're going with it, right? Since they got the win due to their distraction, I think we're going to Cesaro and Nakamura against the Lucha House Party.
If they are the Lucha House Party, Lince Dorado apparently doesn't own his name, so he's had to undon the mask and change his name.
I heard about that. Is that like when Sin Cara went to being Hunico?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Surely WWE could, like, copyright it, though. I mean, they copyright every fucking else.
Mm-hmm.
Can you
change up the
re-copyright
lettering or
that
something.
name? But he doesn't work
Well,
for
I
it
was-
anymore. I don't care. Copyright his name.
Well, I was going to say, who do we go with now for them to fight for the Raw tag titles? There's no more Andrade and Angel Garza.
Well, this is why I was excited for the match. Because they really need to unify the tag divisions because they both dead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They dead.
They dead.
They dead.
There's more life in my back right now than there is in the Raw and SmackDown tag team divisions.
There's no Viking Raiders anymore. There's no Viking Raiders because of poor Ivar.
Oh, Ivar is out till maybe late next year.
Yeah, he's out for a while.
The only tag team I think of that comes off to my head, but I mean, they're feuding with the friggin' Hurt Business is Ricochet and Apollo Crews.
Yeah, and the Hurt Business themselves. Cedric.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, early on Raw, Cedric still kind of felt out of place to me. He's like that little grinning bastard that joins a gang and thinks he's the shit. but he kind of warmed to it a little bit later on, which we'll get to, as Retribution drop another promo with a clearer look at their identities. I think now there's very little doubt that it's Dijak, Mia,
yeah.
Mercedes. Who else did we? Dio Madden and
Mojo, your boy Mojo.
Not Mojo.
Yeah.
Shane Thorne.
See, I'm okay with that. You know why I'm okay with that?
Well, I mean, they're all talented.
It's not Mojo?
Because it's not Mojo,
Besides that, Mr. Moses Marquez, is because Shane Thorne, they weren't doing dick with him on NXT.
Yeah. Not since TM61 broke up.
That's the thing. They bring him in then they had him with that Australian guy, that big Australian guy from NXT and Raw for a few weeks, and then they just put him back down to NXT, and they haven't been doing nothing with him.
Nothing.
And he could wrestle. It's just the fact that he had two Australian partners. One was a giant, and then the other one they released.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, he has more right to be upset and be in Retribution than any of the members.
Makes sense.
I mean, Dio Madden had an opportunity as a Raw commentator, but he decided to seek wrestling again. And Dijakovic, Mia, and Mercedes have all had great runs in NXT, so they got no reason to be angry. But definitely Shane Thorne does.
That's not true. Dio Madden decided that it's going to be funny if I get in fucking, what was it, Brock Lesnar's face?
Yeah, he got an F5 for his trouble, yep.
And then he died. And then we didn't see him for a while. And then he's like, you know what? I'm going to come back in a mask.
Yeah.
I wonder if when he stood up and you realize how tall he was, Brock was like, who's this motherfucker?
Right.
Yes, like with Keith Lee. Yes. But that's the thing, too, like with Shane Thorne also, if you actually look at it, because I think the one thing that really sticks out to me is because the last time he felt important was when they faced the Authors of Pain in the final of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic.
Yeah, and I've never really liked the Tag Team Classic because it's often just tag teams thrown together, and I hate that.
You hate a lot of things, like, for instance, Mojo Rawley and Zack Ryder, the Hype Bros.
That's reasonable.
Yes, it is. But I just like bringing up the fact that you hate Mojo Rawley so much for his hypeness.
Well, I hated the Hurt Business originally, but they've really grown on me, especially this week. And they offered their services as security to Adam Pearce backstage. MVP says he's not worried about baseball bats or crowbars because he's got Lashley, Shelton, and Celtric.
Oh, yes!
Listen to this.
And their crowbars and bats because I have Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin, and Cedric Alexander.
Like, motherfucker, you recruited him.
Like, yeah. You think you would get your name right.
What the hell is Celtric?
Oh, how hard is it to say Cedric?
That reminds me of 2007 going into the Battle of the Billionaires when they had Trump come up on the screen and he's like, yeah, Vince, and I got Bobby, my man Bobby. Go get him, Bobby. Not even Bobby Lashley, just my man Bobby. Go get him, Bobby.
My man.
My man.
And Lashley's internally thinking, I am anything but your man.
Oh.
Especially now.
Yeah.
I'll never forget that, though. They're friggin' on the screen going back and forth promoting the bout. And all of a sudden, Trump goes, you know what? Vince, he's coming. Here he is. Bobby. Yeah, my man Bobby. Go get him, Bobby.
What a fucker.
Yeah.
I know.
And Vince telling Trump that 95% of his supporters are idiots has aged so well.
Yep.
So well. Speaking of aging well, Mickie James and Asuka was fantastic, and at 41, Mickie is as good as ever. Never missed a beat, amazing seller, still looks 20 years younger. Mm-hmm. But unfortunately, a shitty finish kind of ruined the match. Ref stoppage, even though Mickie didn't know what the hell was going on. Apparently, her shoulder popped out of place.
Did she even get hurt? I don't even think she got hurt.
That's what they say. Her shoulder popped out of place, and the ref called an audible. But you could see on her face, Mickie was like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Like, at first, I thought it was just a stupid storyline finish. I was like, they're literally grappling on the mat. What are you stopping the match for?
You know what pissed me off? The fact that we completely ignore that afterwards, and now it looks like we're just going to get Asuka and Zelina Vega.
I'm all for it.
Me too.
I mean, as great as Zelina is as a valet, and we're probably going to miss those friggin' TV PG pushing outfits, it's about damn time Zelina was taken seriously as a wrestler.
Because she can go.
So 2 questions.
Yes.
Did you expect Mickey to actually be given the title in this match?
Yep.
And are you excited to see Zelina enter the title picture?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
No.
Hell no.
Because
Why?
she's not going to be a
She's
valet.
a valet.
What? Dude, she's
She's
a
a
wrestler
former
for many
Knockouts
years.
Tag Team
Get
champion.
you to be a wrestler. That's great. Me, you too, but you don't see me going up to random people in the street and double legging them.
First and foremost, I would laugh my ass off if he would do that. And number 2, here, shoot him down there. Moses Marquez, I want to wrestle? Anyway, no, I mean,
Right.
yeah, hey. But Zelina Vega, man. Rosita, former Knockout Tag Team champion with Sarita, very good wrestler.
Like I said, I saw none of her run.
Ah,
Okay. That's true. Okay. Also, she did wrestle a little bit on NXT against Candice LeRae when her and Andrade were feuding with Johnny and Candice.
I mean, she's got some stuff that's fine, but I don't want her like thrusted into the fucking main event picture because of what she's had one match and
NXT.
I'm legitimately thinking like no, yes, she had like one
Bianca
match on the
Belair.
main.
Bianca Belair. Yeah.
That was it, and she got murdered.
By the way, just for the record, we'll talk about him on Impact, but Eric Young is a lucky man for having those two just come out to his wedding, and they're the friggin' attire. Still gets me to this day, Dazzy Dangerously. Still gets me to this day. I'll check a wow.
yeah, I would also say Zelina is the best talker in the women's division. Possibly the best female talker in wrestling right now. I mean, Britt Baker's up there.
Yeah,
But then I just can't figure her for that fucking Novocaine angle.
yeah, that
We're
thing.
not talking about.
We're not talking about the Novocaine.
And we're not talking about the movie with Steve Martin.
Wait, whoa, what movie was Steve Martin?
There was a movie with Steve Martin called Novocaine.
Oh, I thought you meant she did a movie. I was going to say he's dead, isn't he?
What?
No, I'm thinking of Leslie Nielsen.
Oh, yeah.
Shit. Okay.
There is something for friggin' Netflix, man. The movie Novocaine with friggin' Steve Martin from 2001. There you go.
Okay. Now, MVP joins commentary so Dolph can go play in Raw Underground. As Lashley goes one-on-one with Eric, as we said, Ivar was injured last week. Lashley makes very short work of it, tapping Eric out to what was once the full Nelson. Then it was the full Lashley, now apparently it's the Hurt Lock.
Can you pick a fucking name already?
Yeah. Next week it'll be the Shelter Clock.
Oh, get the fuck. I like the Bobby Lock, but no.
Yeah, the Bobby Lock. My man Bobby.
You had a.
My man Bobby, I want Darren.
I think Eric is in trouble though, because with Ivar out, obviously he's got like a year on his own now, and I don't really see them doing anything with him.
I don't see them pushing him at all.
Even though
No, he's gonna be a job guy.
Yeah, and it's a shame because he could definitely go on his own.
You know what the thing is too? I think what I loved when he was in Ring of Honor, like when they were feuding with Shane Taylor and Keith Lee, like there's a lot of history there because of them training with each other. But right now it's just like, he's got no one. He's a lone wolf. And I'm not talking about Baron Corbin. He's just a lone wolf.
Or Shotzi Blackheart. Ooh.
Oh!
Hey.
Put the staple gun down. So also breaking news this past week, we are now getting Mandy Night Raw.
Yeah, because we haven't. Otis ain't doing shit.
No.
He has the fucking money in the bank, and then now we're gonna take his girlfriend away.
Well, hold on. They're doing the similar gimmick with Carmella like they did with Mandy Rose. So I guess we only had to have one blonde on SmackDown. Move the other one. Get her out of here.
We're waiting for her new re-debut where she's gonna be I don't know what.
A hot thing. Hot thing.
And this is what makes me think the original conclusion to SummerSlam may have been Sonya beating Mandy and then Mandy moving to Raw.
Mm-hmm. By the way, you had to put it on that thing, but I'm going to say, fuck that guy. Pleading not guilty.
Oh,
Yeah,
Not shocked, but still, fuck him.
yeah, not shocked at all.
Oh.
He's just prolonging the inevitable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, unfortunately, though, she's got to go through a trial.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
does suck.
Hopefully it shouldn't take long. No, I mean, got you on camera. Wasn't
Yeah,
me.
you're fucking telling me, bro. There's a bunch of evidence. It's all over fucking social media. That
Proof is
clip
in the-
alone of him walking through her house. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, proof is right in the pudding there, but not guilty.
Wasn't me.
Wasn't me.
Right, that wasn't me,
Got
bro,
me in
that
the
was-
camera. Wasn't me.
It's fucking HD camera. It was me.
She even caught me on camera. Wasn't me.
Yeah, she got better cameras than NXT parking lot.
I was just gonna say.
Oh. Did we see the marks on her shoulder? Yeah, the words that it's there. I'll sing the whole song. I fucking love it.
Shaggy is mad underrated.
He was, but the fact that the Hot Shot album, you had that. You have Love Me, Sex Machine with the likes of Samantha Cole and Janet Jackson. You have Shorty, You're My Angel with Rayvon. Man, that entire album very underrated.
I think I see an upcoming episode of Pop Culture History for you and Brittany.
I haven't done one. Well, I haven't. Yes, I have not done one on Shaggy yet. But yeah, Solo War with Britney. It's coming. Yeah, I do. I'm talking about that. That makes sense. Came out summer 2000. You know what I'm saying? 20 years ago. And the fact that they had the original Love Me with Janet Jackson, but there was like a snafu or something when they were doing that video, or something happened. But I know that was in How Stella Got a Groove Back with Angela Bassett and Whoopi Goldberg from '98. Man, L to the yeah. Guessing no one How Stella Got a Groove Back, Dazzy Lee.
Yeah.
Nah, Tay Diggs was in it, man. He was Jamaican. Not Jamaican me crazy like Mike Adamle, but he was Jamaican.
Mike Adamle definitely would have said Celtic Alexander.
Yes, or Jeff Harvey.
Jeff Harvey.
Jamaican me crazy, Kofi.
We had a nice, fresh matchup this week as Seth Rollins took on Dominic Mysterio.
Again.
But this time it was in a cage. MVP is still on commentary because they need a third man. Now, despite a lot of interference from both Murphy and Ray, Rollins pretty much mauls Dominic for most of the match.
You know what got me? Aaliyah checking on Murphy.
Now, was this actually a rumor or has it just been blown out of proportion? Because it was quite subtle. She just quickly checked on him on their way into the cage.
I think she felt bad because, Seth put a whooping on that boy.
Yeah, and to me it did seem very subtle, but everybody and their mum is under the impression now that it's going to be a kind of romantic angle between them.
No. Moses, what do you think?
I'm sorry, I tuned out because would not. Go ahead. What was the question?
You said Aaliyah, Mike.
Oh, yes. Aaliyah and Buddy Murphy. Yeah, that's right. I know you guys were not a fan of it. Mm-hmm. Yep.
I don't know if I was a fan of it. It's something interesting, that's for damn sure. I just want to know when in the fuck does so can I bring my other if I was who's another good example? Who's got a sister or a hot daughter that can come on television
Ken Shamrock.
all the fucking time and there you go. And just be like, oh yeah, good. Fucking Shamrock, bam, his sister got a job. All of a sudden, fucking Ray brings out his entire family. Now next watch there's gonna be like 2 uncles, fucking a couple aunts and another random daughter that nobody knows of. She just so happens to be white. I don't fucking know.
That's going to be Mandy Rose's debut. She's going to hook up with Rey Mysterio's uncle.
There you go.
Yes.
Who the fuck's his uncle? Who knows?
I don't know.
He debuted. That's. I mean, I don't. Like I said, it's interesting. But I just want to know when all of a sudden do these fucking people become like superstars?
Now Aaliyah's going to start wrestling, and then she'll be in the women's division.
It's almost like Ray's the new Ric Flair.
Yes.
If you're related to Rey Mysterio, you get a push. Or he's the new Rock.
Yeah, or including the wife.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, well, y'all. First and foremost, you know what it is, too? Like, watching him and the whole family there, every time I see the family now, I still can get the image of, like I mentioned last week, of CM Punk singing a little Aaliyah.
Yeah.
And also just Dominic with, is it true, Dad? Is it really true? With, I'm your poppy,
Hey,
I'm your daddy.
He always had Mike skills.
Daddy did.
I kind of want to see a fly-on-the-wall documentary like Osbourne's and Ms. and Mrs. style with the Mysterios.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It's just the vibe I get every time I see the 4 of them lined up on
Ray!
TV.
Ray! Angie! Freaking like the Osbournes, man. Like in friggin' Austin Powers, a Gold member, boobs.
Oh,
Boobs,
man.
Aussie.
Ozzy, not wood. You could be done for manslaughter.
Okay.
Threw a log through the window.
Oh my God.
I love how he says it casually and then stumbles. Threw a log through the window. Ooh, fuck.
Love it.
Love Ozzy. Rollins had a great line as well. As he passes Angie and Aaliyah, just sort of looks at him and goes, "Hell of a job you did. Hope she turns out better."
Yeah, man.
That's not creepy as fuck.
No. Now we're finally gonna get the trigger on Seth and Murphy in the feud.
Well, yeah. I don't know if it was him severing ties with him or literally just paying him back, because obviously Murphy did accidentally almost cost Rollins a match, hitting him with a cage door, and then Seth just hit him back and said, "That's how it feels."
You know what that was right there, man? You want to know what that was, man? That took me back to the days of watching the Fairly Odd Parents on Nickelodeon. Welcome to the corner of paying back.
Seth turned into Eric Young for a minute. He was like, "That's how it feels. It sucks. That's how it feels."
We're gonna get to that. Swann, you shouldn't be here, Swann. We'll get to that, but yeah, I had to say it.
Riddick Moss ends up fighting Dolph Ziggler in the Raw Playground before Strowman cleans house.
How many times do I got to see Riddick Moss on my TV with Raw Underground?
Titus O'Neil pretty much did the slip and slide equivalent of Raw Playground, as he just couldn't wait to get in there and then just gets dropped.
I mean, it makes sense to have these guys on Raw Underground because they're not doing anything
Playground.
with them. Like, yeah,
That's what we're calling it now, Raw Playground.
Playground. Somebody give them the ball pit, the whole nine.
Yeah, the gimmick wore off really quickly.
Well, yeah, you get rid of the strippers and it's all bad.
Yeah, well, I mean, now for the first week.
And then we also have Braun and Baba. What's his face?
Kato.
Is it Baba Kato and Braun? Isn't that happening?
Yeah, because like 20 minutes, half an hour later, Strowman is still cleaning house before Kato steps up, and then Shane comes between them and says they can fight next week. Next week.
Interesting.
Next week.
Shane
turned into Eric Young as well.
Yes.
We got well, Drew and Leah scrapping backstage as well after getting in each other's faces, but Owens and Black had a one-on-one match. The IRAG is gone. I really feel like this feud could have been so much more. It's been completely wasted on Raw and not on pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Black's heel turn's also already been wasted. He's distracted by the flickering lights. Owens hits a stunner, not even a full stunner, just bang, grab the head. I just feel like it's a major ball drop.
Yeah, it's one of these things where I think they're just like filling time. Like, okay, well, we're not doing nothing with him. We're not doing. Let's kind of. I mean, I was liking the turn, and then now it's like, okay, you're just like getting distracted by everything. That's great. That's what I want to see. I feel like Kevin Owens is like tuned the fuck out.
Yeah.
And who can blame the guy?
Like, he should be able to sink his teeth into this rivalry, but it's like they're not giving him anything. Like, Black could be so much more vicious. He could be really making life miserable for Kevin Owens. And then Owens just drops him with a stunner in the first real match they have.
That's not the WWE way. God, I hate that. I hate that I say that and it's fucking true.
Well, you know the WWE way? It sucks. And also, this is funny because a little bit later on, Michael Cole says, no one in sports entertainment cares more about their fans than WWE.
Bullshit.
I have about 20 years of evidence that says otherwise.
Yeah, I'd say a little bit more than that, but yeah, at least.
Well, I mean, 2001 was good, really good, and then 2002 was really good. Okay, let's say 15 years.
I was about to say, there we go.
Kind of forgettable tag match. Riot Squad defeat Natty and Lana. I can't even be bothered giving them a team name this week. I never thought I'd thank Nia Jax for anything, though, but seeing her Samoan drop Lana through the announce table was sweet.
Oh, yeah, I was
like, fuck your
thanks. TikTok. It was one of those things where you're like, you don't know if you want to clap or if you just want to be just like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, cool, thank you. You did something productive. Because it wasn't good, that was for sure. It was productive, though.
So main event, we mentioned Keith Lee now wears a singlet, but Retribution interrupt the main event, and it makes sense because Lee can't win because Orton will obviously be at Clash of Champions, and McIntyre can't win because we seem to be protecting Keith Lee right now. So no contest.
Yeah, but they don't have no plans, so let's just protect the guy.
They got no plans, but let's just keep him strong, just in case we think of something.
Not the worst idea.
And then next week he's going to be in a jumpsuit. And
Please,
then
no jumpsuit.
the week after that, they're going to give him Kane's old pajamas. Just in black and purple.
And in 2 weeks, he'll wrestle in a suit.
King Keith. I like it.
There you go.
Retribution, as you said, interrupted the match. And the Hurt Business arrived to confront the Hoodlums, which is kind of confusing, even though it was really cool and badass. But aren't they all heels?
I was just going to say, wasn't it like the bad guy team taking on the bad guy team?
Yeah, I mean, that was such a babyface entrance, and they looked really cool doing it, but they're all heels. And anyway, Retribution outnumbered the Hurt Business, and then Raw ends with Drew and Lee knocking everybody down with Mysterio flips to the outside. It was very much a Nitro finish.
I mean, that's exactly what I was going to get into. I was like, this is very much like Nitro, because you have like the Horsemen and the Dungeon of Doom going after the NWO.
Yeah, they seem to do this a lot with Raw, because they haven't really got used to not having that extra bit of time anymore. Like, they have to end on 3 hours. They can't go over. So, like, something happens and it's just cut.
Oh my God, it must be so hard to end in 3 fucking hours when half your content could legitimately be done on your fucking YouTube that you guys love to plug so fucking much.
Yeah, maybe we could have saved time by not having Angel Garza flirt with yet another blonde.
Yeah, can I stop getting segments of this dude just flirting? Is he or is he not a fucking married man? Like, it was
Not for much
fine
longer.
for a little bit. I don't mind it, you know, if it involves fucking Ivar or whatever at that time. It was funny. It had its moments. Now I'm like, okay, dude, you're a married man. And you're absolutely right. He's probably not anymore because she's Mexican. And she ain't playing with that shit. She probably beats his ass on a daily.
And also, just why
flirting with
Lana?
these bitches.
That's so random. And what the hell happened to the Bachelorette girl? Not that I'm complaining.
They couldn't afford her no more. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not complaining because I didn't know why the hell she was there for so long anyway.
I didn't even know who the fuck she was until people started to mention that she was on The Bachelorette or whatever, and I was like,
I don't even watch the damn show, so
No,
I had no idea who they
me
were.
neither.
That's all we know her as, the Bachelorette girl.
You know what it is?
Because we were told that.
Yeah, I
You know what it
don't
is, too,
remember her
with the
name.
Lana stuff? You know what it is too with a lot of stuff? Don't mean to cut you guys off.
Yeah.
Dude, the Lana stuff. Oh, I hate it. And I hate what they're doing with Natalya and the whole thing there with the fact that she's paired with her. I think it absolutely sucks. But I got to say something. I am looking forward to seeing what the Riot Squad do against Shayna and Nia. Because, my God, that Samoan drop. Woo.
Good night, Lana. Also, and one last highlight from Raw is Kit Kat's never looked so good.
R-Truth. Yes.
No, I'm not talking about our truth.
The Morgan?
Yes.
Yeah.
Have a break,
You know what it
you
is
can
about
take
them?
all 4.
Yes. You know
There
what
you
the
go.
best thing about Liv Morgan is?
You really want me to pinpoint one thing?
Well, one thing that is very true, the fact that she's no longer with How You Doing is a good thing.
What the hell?
The best
was she thinking?
thing.
Hey, we all make mistakes.
Yes.
I was about to say, we were all young and dumb.
Yeah.
Yes, we were.
All right. Well, we are in the 3rd week of the Promo Bowl. We now know that 2 of our finalists will either be Moses, Chris Maldonado, the Phoenix, or Chris Durham. Unfortunately, Ronald Hill was unable to compete last week, so we had to give Chris a free pass. I know we hate free passes, but the tournament must go on.
It misses the breaks.
Yeah. So before you see Mike Jolly take on Aleksandr Rowen a little bit later on, here's the debut promo you never got to see from Chris Durham.
I don't listen to the haters, man. I treat them like the enemy. Had a couple traitors, nigga. Now they know the penalty. I tell them, see you later, fam. I do not need this jealousy. I got no time for failure, man. I wanna leave a legacy. I walked in, I sold
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing to the world the one, the only, Money Maker Chris. Always cashed in, and you can bank on that. Promo Bowl 2020. The Moneymaker makes his much anticipated debut. And my opponent, Ronald Hill. Or should I call you Ron? Should I call you Ronnie? Mr. Hill. It doesn't matter what I call you, because you're standing in the way of my ultimate goal, and that's to be the Promo Bowl champion. You don't stand a chance because you're not on the level of the Moneymaker. They haven't built a ladder tall enough to reach my level. But I know what you're thinking. I know what everybody's thinking. I'm the new guy here. I'm the rookie. You're just gonna walk all over me. Take advantage of me. Take advantage of the new guy. But let me tell you something. I'm not your everyday average rookie. I'm Michael Jordan. I'm Magic Johnson. I'm LeBron James, all rolled up into one. You have been warned. You have been warned. I'm coming for you, Ronald. I'm going to take you out. And show the world that when it comes to these promos, the Moneymaker is the best. See this bat? Given to me personally, body icon Sting. And with great power comes great responsibility. You're going down. Moneymaker Chris. Cashing out.
So like we say, you will get to see Aleksandr Rowen versus Mike Jolly a little bit later on. And of course there is a break in the Promo Bowl next week as we decide who gets that second chance to take on Moses in his second match of the first round. So, let's talk about Impact. We kicked it off with a tag team match. Susie and Kylie getting a win over Deanna and Kimberly.
We are slowly going towards her getting back into Su Yung.
Yes, we got that little further teasing at the end. Just surprising, though, really, that they got the win over the Knockouts champion, even though she wasn't the one who took the pin.
Well, I gotta say this, man. I think there's also a thing where you saw Kylie's facials with the whole Susie. So I mean, you don't want to see her go batshit crazy.
I thought the narrative was that Kylie doesn't know that Susie used to be Su Yung.
Well, I mean, does she really notice anything? I love Kylie Ray, but so bubbly, so happy.
She's just happy to be there.
Just happy to be here. No, and here's the thing, man. I think with that girl is a lot of people call her, and she's been called the dollar store Bailey, the whole nine, and Travis has openly said that. But for me, it's one of the things.
Hold on. Travis
what?
is just salty because she retired from AEW and then went to Impact.
First and foremost, get over it. And number two, she's a great wrestler. I mean, she's done a lot of work with Rise. She's been all over the place, man. I think with her.
Beat Tessa Blanchard this week.
Yes, she did. But here's the thing. If Jim Cornette buries you on Twitter, then you know you're over. Because Jim Cornette was saying some shit about her. And then she's just like, okay, thanks, Jim. And then she just moved on. I'm like, okay, whatever.
She's so optimistic.
She is. That's how you got to be. Smiley. Kylie Ray. And also, you know what else gets me about her, man?
Is it something visual?
No, well, yeah. Well, that's not that bad. But no, I'm talking about the fact that, my favorite song ever. Ruthless! Whoa! Come on, man. You're not gonna be Smiley and then have a song like Ruthless. Whoa, double entendres.
So it was the Warrior Wrestling Women's Championship she defeated Tessa for.
Well, that is different what we have in New York, because you know what we have in New York?
What's that?
The Warriors of Wrestling. Well, not to be confused with the Women's Warriors, but the Warrior of Wrestling, what we have on Staten Island.
Now, yeah, this is confusing.
It is.
Very, very confusing. So I'm guessing this was just completely independent, because Tessa isn't actually signed to anybody.
Nope.
So I didn't even
Where do
know
you see
she
her going?
was a Warrior Women's Wrestling Champion.
Where do you see her going? AEW or WWE?
This is the age-old question. Like we say, AEW definitely needs a kick up the backside for its women's division. NXT is good. Obviously Raw and SmackDown women's division, the dog shit.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously she's not going back to Impact, but their women's division is building really well. I mean, the obvious place for her to go would be AEW. Plus, Daddy's there.
Daddy's a...
Daddy wasn't. He is there. He is there. Daddy wasn't there, but he is there. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Obviously it's going to be AEW or NXT if she does actually sign with anybody.
Well, for me, if you put her on NXT and she could go against the likes of, friggin' Io Shirai, Shotzi Blackheart, or whoever, I think there's a match there. And you know, if WWE, she goes to WWE, they want to get that match with Charlotte.
Yeah, and it wouldn't make sense to stay on the indie circuit right now because shit is still going on.
Yes.
So the best security would be to sign with a big company.
Mm-hmm.
Well, for a while, wasn't she rumored to be heading straight to WWE because she wasn't going to match with AEW's women's roster?
Yeah, and Mark Henry was trying to get her a job on Busted Open Radio, but the fact of the matter is she chose Impact.
Mm.
And I think that was one of the reasons why they didn't take a look at her after her match with Kairi Sane after the Mae Young Classic, because they thought she had an attitude problem. Well, I mean, if you saw what happened with her in Impact, yeah.
Yeah. Well, apparently Kylie is the second Warrior Wrestling Women's Champion, so that must mean Tessa was the only one.
Yes, solo.
Okay, so that was her belt.
That was her belt. It was mine. All mine.
Yeah, we'll see where she goes. We have more knockouts action with Kiara and Tasha. They're still trying to be the best grooms, women, men, whatever.
Grooms, men, women,
yeah,
grooms.
It's 2020. You can be what you want. Bravo.
You can do what you
just
wanna do.
Simply to get out of the conversation, Bravo chooses the first person he sees to be his best man, Falaba. But the funny thing about it was Falaba acted like he'd known all along that he's going to be the best man, and he was so cool with it.
Yeah. Yes. By the way, I don't mean to laugh at you, but did you realize what you said when you were talking about Kiera Hogan and Tasha Steelz when you said it's 2020, you can be what you want to be? That reminded me of you could do what you want to do and live in color.
Wow.
What? Come on. That was a great show.
Almost sounds like it could be
I
Kylie
didn't
Ray's
say it
new
wasn't.
theme.
Don't
I'd
hate.
say it was. You're just a plethora of the oddest information one man has ever occurred of.
Yeah, man.
Acclimated, whatever.
White baby,
But-
man. Jim Carrey.
But it still took us 5 or 10 minutes to connect two actors on Monday. Tuesday.
That is true. that it was. Well, I mean, I had the most obscure ones, and you had friggin' Bill and Ted over there. So yeah.
Yeah, Melissa Joan Hart really hasn't. Well, she has been in a lot of films, but not with many famous people.
Just give me Melissa Joan Hart, period, sir.
Just not in that movie.
No. Yo. I mean, I'll be honest with you, and we'll get back to Impact in a second, but yo, if you've not seen Twisted Desire, watch that shit. Moses Marquez, watch Twisted Desire with Melissa Joan Hart.
I will look it up.
Evil
All right.
Sabrina.
Evil Sabrina. Evil
No.
Sabrina.
Serious question.
Yes.
Do the Dinas still not know that it was Crazy Steve who took their beer?
Took their beer.
Because they
No.
faced Triple XL again this week.
And then they lost.
And and they lost again, but it was on TV. Crazy Steve admitted to it.
It was clear as day there, Mr. Cody and Jake Diener.
We also haven't
See,
seen
he
Crazy
can't
Steve for a couple of weeks.
Because he's blind.
Yeah, but he's always been blind. We just never knew.
Now we know.
Now we know. Now he
Now
can't
we know
get
when he's
anywhere.
disappeared.
Now he can't walk around anywhere because he's so blind. He's probably still in some other town.
Unless he's still Morbia.
Hey, maybe he is in the back just collecting beer.
Collecting the beer.
Really enjoyed TJP versus Trey. There was a lot of chain wrestling. It was just transition after transition, after counter after counter, after dodge. Man,
You can dodge a wrench. Dodge a ball.
if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge TJP.
Yeah.
I was gonna
Yo.
say, well, that's TJP's thing right now, working with the New Japan and shit. So I'm sure transitions and arm drags like crazy is all he's working on.
Yeah.
Hey, man. When you've been wrestling since you were like 15 and what TJP has done, you can't go wrong.
Yeah. And now he's 16.
You're 16.
Well, he
Go
looks like it
beautiful.
anyway.
Yes.
He really does. That, like, just being covered in tattoos does not help your baby face, bro. I swear to
It's-
God, you belong in high school.
It's not as bad as Jack Gallagher.
No.
Just
No.
thrown on all those tattoos and
No, but
you're
he
still a scrawny white guy.
He legitimately went up to the 2K guys and said, okay, can you guys design me a tattoo that you would put in the game? And then they did it. And he's like, okay, cool. Now, can you spray paint me it? And they did.
Well, he got heat for that because he got all tattoos in WWE.
Yeah,
he got heat.
But he got heat for worse things afterwards.
That is true. That is very true. But yo, when it comes to that, man, I also just like Rohit Raju as the Heel X Division champion. I need some more Rohit.
Yeah, well, that was a thing later on. Chris Bay demanded a rematch with Rohit, and Rohit managed to talk his way out of it, like he always does, by encouraging the three of them to fight it out next week.
The friggin' Daisy Hitman, man. Love that dude.
He's so good at talking. He's like, you know Mundungus Fletcher in the Harry Potter films?
Yes.
He's like him.
Okay.
He's a
I
con
can see
man.
that.
He's a con man. He's sleazy.
It ain't easy.
It ain't
being
easy
sleazy.
being sleazy. But it's hip to be Rohit.
It's hip to be Rohit.
Now,
Friggin' doesn't have the same. Sorry, doesn't
No,
have
it
the
doesn't
same.
have the same
It's hip
thing
to
to
be
it.
square. American Psycho. Huey Lewis in the news. Top of the charts. Hey, Carl. Kills him.
the promo segment of the night was, of course, Rich Swann. Swann! Making his way to the ring.
Bow for glory. Swan, you're not supposed to be here. You're retired. You're retired. Bow for glory. You're retired. Bow for glory. You're retired. Ah! Yeah.
Just in case you weren't aware, people, that's Eric Young.
I was going to say, is that for the people who aren't awake?
Yes.
I'm awake.
That was all he said, though. Was friggin' he comes out. Scott, don't give him the match. You're retired. Swan, you should have never came back. Swan, bow for glory. Swan, bow for glory. Swan.
Hey, and they're both in Carolina. Chavez just woke up like, what the hell was that?
What
Right.
the hell is that?
He's all, shit, I missed the call. I'm out here looking at these gators.
I'm out here looking for Edge.
No, the squirrels, not gators.
Oh, yeah, squirrels climbing up a pole with donuts from Edge.
Looking for Edge at the donut shop. Yes. No, man, that's the thing, though. That's why I love him, because he's just so over the top with it. You're gonna regret this, Swan.
Yeah, just wait till they get audiences back in and he has to use a microphone.
Oh, my microphone stand. No,
Microphone.
but I mean, stand up.
Well, he won't need one. What do you mean?
Exactly.
You'll still hear him in the fucking bathrooms.
Friggin' Scott D'Amore is just like, Eric, if you let me finish. You
Yeah.
know, friggin' Team Canada.
So he's pleading with Scott D'Amore to let him wrestle at Bound for Glory. D'Amore tries to reason with him like he's nowhere close to being cleared. And it's not, like you said, it's not until EY interrupts and shoves D'Amore down. Swann actually flies at him too, on one good leg. D'Amore finally agrees to let Swann wrestle at Bound for Glory. So he's got... When is Bound for Glory? I know it's next month, but what's the date?
I believe it's October 20th.
Okay, so he's literally got like 3 or 4 weeks to get ready. All he
something-
needs is Randy Orton to kick him in the face.
Wouldn't it be something that happened when? Oh, my apologies. Not October 20th. October 24th.
Oh, okay, so yeah, he's got like 4 or 5 weeks.
But as of right now, we don't have a confirmed venue for it because, well, duh.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
unfortunately.
just keep it where you are.
Yeah, just do it in Nashville where you're doing the damn thing.
It's probably the first year as well that we can't make fun of them for having Bound for Glory in a small venue because they don't need a big venue. Nobody needs a big venue anymore.
Nobody needs a big venue right now. By the way, rest in peace, Barry Scott.
Yes. Man. Fucking Darth Vader-like voice on that guy.
Yeah. TNA. We are wrestling.
You know,
Mm.
if James Earl Jones didn't want to do this Lion King remake last year, they could have easily got Barry Scott.
That is true.
What do you mean? He didn't want to do it. Did you watch that fucking movie? He didn't give a shit.
Ah!
Simba, cross the line.
Oh, TNA. Cross the line. You know what I'm saying? That guy has had so many great openings, you know.
Oh, yeah.
The Kurt Angle. He is a former multiple-time champion, a former Olympic gold medalist. Kurt Angle is bound for glory. Or whatever he said, like, that hype, that voiceover for Kurt Angle's debut in 2006, that's what made that for me.
Yeah. And of course, the original Bound for Glory opening. Yesterday we were, today we have become.
There you go.
What a voice. Brian Myers versus Willie Mack, part 3.
Oh, my dude lost.
Yes, Mack finally got a win despite Myers trying to cheat once again.
The world's most professional wrestler.
Yeah, well, we say he finally got a win, but now they're 2-1.
Yeah,
So
like
we
really.
need another 2 matches.
Of course. The ongoing feud of Brian Myers, the Prince of Queens, and Willie Mack.
They may as well have just said it's going to be a best of 5 series. Kind of randomly though, Havoc attacked Rosemary backstage. Actually, quite a lot happened backstage in this segment because Moose then demanded Scott D'Amore. Poor Scott D'Amore is getting a lot of demands this week. He demands Scott D'Amore take action against EC3. EC3 sends another message, and Moose makes a phone call to what we're supposed to believe is Chris Jericho.
Mm-hmm.
And asked what he did when he won that title, and it was stolen on the first night. Low blow, Moose. Low blow.
Oh,
And I can tell you
man.
exactly what he did. He got in the hot tub with a little bit of the bubbly and cut a promo. That's what he did.
That is what he did.
And then a funny segment backstage. Rhino sneaks Heath into the building. This leads to an arm wrestling contest a little bit later on. Rhino doesn't want his back to the door, a la Bill Hickok. And while Rhino distracts Hernandez, Heath steals the money from the table. Speaking of Bill Hickok, the cards that he was holding when he was shot, of course, became known as Dead Man's Hand. What the hell happened to that Aces and Eights reunion tease?
No idea.
Did they just get D'Lo
Came and
Brown
went
to
with
do
the
that
wind.
tease just for the hell of it?
Yes.
Yes.
That sucks. I want to see Aces and Eights, and I want to see them be successful this time.
Hey, well, yeah, but anything but Wes Briscoe. Thank you very much.
Well, yeah. Oh,
Or Garrett
speaking of
Briscoe.
Briscoe,
Yes.
Jerry Briscoe gone.
I mean, come on, man. I mean, I know he's been there for a while, but what the hell else are you gonna do with Jerry Briscoe?
Well, he's got the mind for the business. Maybe he was very helpful backstage.
Yeah, now AEW will pick him
I mean, so long as he ain't doing fucking evening gown matches anymore, I'm fine.
up. I'm good too. But yeah, now AEW will pick him up.
Or, winning the 24 title.
Win the
Oh,
24
yes.
title, the hardcore title, yeah. Oh,
Oh,
You know what it
man,
was,
that match
Steve?
with Pat Patterson was awful.
King of the Ring 2000, brother.
Oh.
King of the Ring 2000. But no, what the thing with him is too, like when they first brought in his kid to developmental, I'm like, okay, well, Wes Briscoe signed to WWE developmental. Then he gets released, and then he friggin' goes to Impact as a part of the Ices and Ites,
Yeah.
and then friggin' Kurt Angle puts him over on pay-per-view, and I'm like, I love Kurt Angle, but out of all the people, Wes Briscoe.
I mean, the
Yes.
potential was there. It just nobody cared.
Nobody cared. Nobody cared, Kurt.
Nobody cared because it was supposed to be this big unveiling with Aces and Eights, and everybody knew it was coming.
And you got people like, you know what it is too, because they see Nux and it's like, oh, it's just Mike Knox. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or Doc Gallows. Obviously he's Doc Gallows and he's great now, but it's like they look at Doc Gallows. Oh, it was Festus.
Yeah, back then he was a nobody.
Yes.
Something else happened backstage. Yeah. Tennille has her photo shoot with Caleb with a K.
Caleb with the K.
Interrupted by Jordan Grace, and who informs Tennille as politely as possible that they have a match next week. Because Tennille was supposed to show up to work this week, but what she meant was a photo shoot with Caleb
That's
with a K.
still work, bro.
Yeah, it's still work. This is work. We're not getting paid for it, though.
Facts.
Yeah.
I mean, unless anybody's feeling generous, you know.
Hey. Throw it our way, man. Dollar bill, y'all.
And then, of course, main event. Well, actually, we skipped Taya versus Kiara. Sorry, Travis. We almost skipped Kiara Hogan.
And she won.
Yeah, but super aggressive Taya. I don't think Kiara even got any offense until Tasha interfered.
Until the Boricua badass kicked her in the face.
Yeah. Poor Taya. Well, she actually poor Rosemary as well, because Taya was distracted and angry that Rosemary didn't come to the ring with her. I don't think she knew that Havoc attacked Rosemary backstage.
True. You know what I do like about Kiara Hogan's finish, though?
It's basically a suplex.
Yeah, it's kind of like a spinning fisherman buster like Tyson Kidd used to do, Perry Saturn, the three-handle credenza. I love it.
And of course, main event was the 8-man tag. I don't know what it is, I just hate 8-man tags.
It's because Kevin Nash tore his quad in that one in 2002.
Well, I'm not surprised, but no. It's just, there's just too much going on. The only time I enjoy 8-man tags is Survivor Series.
Yes, makes sense.
But I digress. The finish was good, though. Like, the North should have had the win. Austin tagged himself in at the very last moment and steals a pin. And then both teams are kind of arguing. For some reason. I don't know why the Guns and... What? Frickin' Gallows.
The rest.
Yeah.
Gallows and Anderson. Yeah.
Anyway. I don't know. Just everybody seemed to be angry at each other.
And everybody wants the tag titles, man.
Dude.
Richest prize.
Yeah, I can understand the North being angry with Austin and Folsom because Austin stole the win. You know. But anyway. That's Impact. Now for the penultimate match in the first round of the Promo Bowl. It is Heavy Metal Jesus, Mike Jolly, versus the Watchdog, Aleksandr Rowen.
Now entering the Promo Dome is a man searching for his first victory and an entity who's a mystery to us all. It's fellow podcast host Mike Jolly taking on the hack-happy watchdog Aleksandr Rowen, making his official promo debut.
So, Alexander Wolf, you like to be a hacker. You like to hide. We don't know who you are, but you know, I was doing the hacking thing before you were even a little blip in your mommy and daddy's sex life. Okay, so here's the thing. You like to hide yourself. You like to say you are anonymous. You like to say that you're a hacker. You know what? I was doing the hacking thing long before you were even thought of, boy. You like to do voices on some app or some program. But you know what? I'm kind of pissed off right now because I'm dealing with something in real life, okay? I'm dealing with fires here. Wildfires. I'm having to evacuate my family. My family comes first to me. Okay? So, you know what? You're nothing but a scared little boy. You say you're a hacker. What do you hack? You hack nothing as far as I'm concerned. You could hack wood. You could hack limbs. Oh, wait. You're a hacker. You're nothing compared to what I've dealt with in my life. My life story can put you in tears, boy. Hell, your little target that you put on me, my coworker's 4-year-old granddaughter can draw better than you. Okay. You've done nothing but piss me off. And when I get pissed off, you don't have to worry about him. He doesn't want to come out to play. But you got to worry about me. Yeah, I wear the Los Ingobernables de Japón hat, but you know what? Fuck that. Yeah, I may have a blemish on my nose here, but forget that. You've really pissed me off, boy. You want to know what real hacking is? Get in line. You're nothing like the people I know. Go on 4chan. Talk to Anonymous. Anonymous I'm very familiar with. You're nothing. Try me. Come to me when you become a real hacker. Then maybe I'll be impressed. Until then, you're nothing but a Bush League wannabe. Until next time, go to hell. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Mr. Jolly, it is my absolute pleasure in having you as my first opponent. First thing first, I hope that you are staying safe with all the bad shit that's happening in your state. While you're being safe, I need you to do something for me. I need you to re-evaluate what you are doing in these competitions. Instead of being a knockoff version of Phoenix and the Demoness, be more original. That is something that I am here to do. I'm here to show you all that there is more than a monster. I am here to show you all what originality is. I'm here to reveal truth. I'm not trying to be brutal, I'm not trying to bully, and I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, but I'm here to reveal the truth, which means I have to reveal your truth. You want to become promo champion one day, then be more original. Do not hide in the shadows like everyone else. You have serious potential of being one of the best promo cutters this order has. But you will never get to that point unless you become original. Also, for everyone else in this tournament, I am here to reveal the truth on every last one of you. Mr. Marquez, he does a very great job at promoting. And that is something that we are all here to do, is to promote something. But how far can you get promoting I'm hungry? I'm here for what is mine. The same story all over and over and over. Many of you have become a broken record. And that's why in each one of my promos for the rest of this tournament, there will be something different. And this one is something that you've kind of seen before. In the next one, I will do a legit video, and I will not hide behind a picture, and I will face you all face to face. This is how you promote. I am promoting this tournament by declaring myself the winner already. I'm telling you all what I'm going to do. And at the end of the day, you all will not be able to stop me. I control my own narrative.
Now, before we get into NXT, thank you to those that checked out the new show from myself and Mike Larkin, the NetPicks podcast. All kinds of discussion on movies of yesteryear, with a new topic for each episode exclusively to YouTube on both the Max Wrestling channel and Andre Corbeil's channel. Check it out now if you haven't, and remember to push the little red button.
And friggin' 1BR followed us, man.
Yes.
1BR gave us a compliment.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you, 1BR. You're welcome. Oh, 1BR. Love you.
So, the Wednesday Night War returned this week, and it made me realize how much I really appreciated them being on different nights the last 2 weeks.
Yes.
NXT, you definitely need to go back to Tuesdays and stay there.
Well, don't worry, because next week, AEW will be on Tuesday.
Well, I missed the first match on Dynamite because I could have sworn it was Thursday this week. So I was like, okay, get NXT
No, that was
queued
only
up.
if the Clippers won.
See, nobody...
And guess what? They lost. Sucks to be you Clippers fans.
They should have just kept it as Thursday, you know. Oh, we may put it on a different day just in case. Anyway, but if it was on Thursday, then we couldn't have discussed it right now. We'd be waiting to watch it tonight.
I was watching the playoffs, so I was getting constant updates. So I was like, okay, that's fine.
So, like, I had NXT ready to go, and then I also saw Dynamite popping up, and I was like, wait a minute, it's not on tonight, it's on tomorrow. Ah, crap. So, yeah, I missed the first match, which was FTR defeating Jurassic Express.
In a banger.
It was, oh, man. Now we're going to have to go back and watch it.
It was such a great open. It was, we were ranting and raving about it so much. Harold swears it was up and down that it was a 4-star. Robert Davis said it was 4-star. They killed it. For a team that's never gone against each other, they had awesome chemistry, and fucking Jungle Boy is a star.
So if you both say 4 stars, Meltzer's going to say like 9 stars.
Probably. He's going to say it was the best opening match of all of professional wrestling history.
No, because it's not in the dome.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're probably right.
The dome makes all the difference.
Oh, yeah.
And we ain't talking about the Thunderdome.
No, not the Thunderdome. The Tokyo Dome.
You know what I hate about the Thunderdome is when they open the show, you get
They give you fucking guidelines of what to do and what not to wear, and I can't do shit.
That too, yeah. I'm sure there was a dude in an Austin t-shirt on Raw, and he took a vape, and the next thing he was on a different screen.
Yeah, I
"No,
saw that.
You can't have that."
I was like, what the fuck? So what's gonna happen when I drink my beer? You guys gonna fucking move me?
Unless it's light.
Oh, nope. Sorry, bud. Not around here, buddy.
What's that? Whiskey? Put him at the back.
Here, put him in the back. Oh, fuck
But
you, then.
no, what I hate
Where's
about
my
it
Bullet
is
Club shirt?
they do the show intro, and then it goes inside the Thunderdome and it goes really quiet, and then there's this thunder strike, and I'm like, wait, is somebody coming out? Is it the Undertaker? Well, oh no, it's just a stupid thunder sound effect. And then the music
light
starts
shows,
up again. But luckily, NXT is not in the Thunderdome; it's back at Full Sail.
I don't know. I kind of would like to see it in the Thunderdome. Maybe just for like one episode, or maybe even like a pay-per-view.
Yeah,
like
maybe just a
their
takeover.
next takeover. That'd be cool.
And I still don't understand why the next takeover is a week after Clash of Champions instead of the weekend of Survivor Series.
Because we got time to fill, bud.
Yeah.
We got times to fill.
I mean, you'd think Vince would prefer to have two pay-per-views 2 days, well, 1 day apart, because he just loves throwing pay-per-views at us.
That he does.
But I can definitely attest to NXT kicking off with a banger because Shotzi and Io killed it.
Oh, they killed each other.
Yes.
They beat the
Well, I mean,
crap out
Shotzi
of
almost
each
killed herself before the match.
Oh. That fucking, was it a German on the apron?
Eek.
That one was bad.
Yeah, she also cut that great promo on Twitter before the show. And just, how many times did she staple herself in the chest?
5.
Crazy.
It didn't even, like, fucking blink.
Oh, no, not...
Not a flinch, not a blink. I don't even think she breathed.
I mean,
I
hey,
love that effing promo.
yeah. How do we sign her up for the PromoBowl?
Oh my god, she would be.
Okay, well, if she's in, I'm out.
Yeah. There's a
Fucking
promo
staple
battle.
Shit, my chest.
There's a promo battle for you. Her and Brittany Savage. Hello.
Well, I was thinking Shotzi versus the Demoness.
That too.
Oh, yeah, who's going to out crazy the other?
Yeah.
That's true.
Staples.
That makes sense.
Staples, that's cute. Here's a nail gun. Whoa.
Right? What the fuck?
Well, you know what it is too, and I think a lot of people don't realize it. Well, I mean, we talked about that friggin' Tope Suicida where she almost killed herself, for God's sake. But with her, like, she's always done like those type of matches. She wrestled a lot like Delilah Doom on the Indies, and she's wrestled a lot with the Rise promotion, did what she did. But yeah, she's always been the one that goes balls to the wall, being the ballsy badass. Look at me, I got green hair, I got a Viking helmet. Oh, you gotta love her.
Take care of business.
Yeah, it's cool.
Taking care of business.
She almost had it a couple of times as well during the match. Very strong submission game from Shotzi, but Io finishes her off with the over the moon moonsault. Knees first into the chest. They tried to say it was her shins, but damn it, that was knees first.
That was all onto the ribs, and I screamed, ouch.
Yeah, but I thought Shotzi liked pain.
Yeah, but fuck, I mean, let her like the pain all she wants. All I know is it was just like, fuck, dude, maybe it's a broke ribs on that one, because that looked like it hurt.
It was knees first, straight into the staple wounds.
Oh, yeah, because I was already inflicted.
It was nice to see Io help her to her feet after the match, so there's still some love there.
Saying she was on her level. I like that.
Yeah, definitely. I think Shotzi's a strong contender for this year's Maxi for Breakout Star.
Hey, she went from being this jobber to somebody we can't stop talking about.
Exactly. Well, I mean, Travis has never been able to stop talking about it, but that's a different story.
I was gonna say, well, that's just Travis's Hall of Fame right there.
Give her all the Maxis. What, even male of the year? Give them all.
Give them all. You know what? No, cut them in half and give the other half to Kiera Hogan.
Well, we can't give her all because one of them is the Meltzer Award for Wanker of the Year.
Yeah, and it's not going to be.
Okay, then that goes. Then that'll go to Travis for looking at pictures of both Shotzi and Kiera Hogan.
Okay. Well, you know who the wanker of the year would be? Anybody that friggin' bought her poo.
Ugh.
Trav, shit.
That shit.
If Trav only knew, I'm just joking. If he would have been around for the sale.
What are you kidding? It's in a mason jar right now.
Hey, there could be there could be things worse, like Sunny on OnlyFans.
People still pay for that.
Yes, they do.
Still pay for that.
Wow.
I would have paid for it in 96, 97.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there was some people that
2020, no.
there was also people that used to go with her and like spoon with her in the hotel room in the jammies. If those remember that, let me cuddle with Sonny. Whoop,
Yeah,
whoop.
only half the roster.
What the fuck?
You've never seen the picture of the guy cuddling her in the hotel room where they would do like that thing. You never seen that
Let me
shit.
put it to you like this: if I'm cuddling, there's better be going more dying. Okay, I don't give a fuck what the fuck's happening.
Hey,
I'm not
man.
laying in bed with you. We not doing it all.
First and foremost, I'm just happy that you didn't drool so much when we were talking about Jordan Grace before.
Hey.
Hey,
Trust me, I win. That was half the reason why I fucking went off on a thing because I was like,
Wait a minute.
that's
Hey,
style.
you want to cuddle with her? First and foremost, there's nothing wrong with cuddling. You got a problem with cuddling?
I don't have a problem with cuddling. She would bench press me though, knowing her.
Yeah, that is true.
Speaking of not that I'm complaining, but wasn't Rob Van Dam and Katie Forbes' show supposed to be on Impact this week?
It was, but fuck them.
Oh, I must have been cut out of the version I watched then. Thank you, whoever cut it out.
Yeah, friggin', I don't want. I mean, and like I said, as someone who has spoken and interviewed Katie Forbes, she's a lovely, lovely woman. But you know, for the love of God, no.
No. Just stop it.
Stop right now. Thank you very much. To use a UK reference to As He Dangerously, I'm talking about the Spice Girls.
Yep.
I would not want to be like 5. You know what that means? I don't want to slam dunk the funk on that ass.
You don't want to slam dunk the funk?
I love that song, but I don't want to do it on Katie Forbes. If you got
Oh, yeah,
that,
yeah, fair enough.
Wow.
You know what happened after that, right? You want to know what happened after that?
They got down?
Sure.
And besides that,
Yeah, that's all the 5 songs I know.
no. What happened was RVD thought it was too bright in the room, so he said, "Baby, when the lights go out," they turned it down, man.
Knowing Rob, he likes them with the lights on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's squinting the whole time anyway, but...
No, that's
Oh.
not a squint, bro.
Well, first of all, you would know, Mister. I friggin' missed the Thunderdome because I had a stoner nap. What the fuck, man?
Dude, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I swear to God. So I came home from work. My wife's like, "Are you really gonna do this Thunderdome thing?" She's like, "Do we need to be quiet?" I'm like, "My mic's not gonna be on. It's just gonna be the camera." And she's like, "Okay, cool." And I'm like, "All right, yeah, whatever. I'm gonna go take a shower and all this and that." Well, like, shower turned into some shower and some extra activities, which is how I unwind. And then I was gonna like hang out, have my beer, and kick it. Well, my son ended up taking a late nap, and I had to help put him to sleep. I laid down. I did not realize I was gonna be the one taking a nap. I woke up at like 6:30, and I was like, I wonder if they'll still let me in. Nope. Your ass has to be fucking 15 minutes early.
What a bunch of pisses.
And then they give you a fucking list of guidelines, like, you know, they're gonna give you the thumbs up and the thumbs down. You need to have headphones in because you're gonna be listening to fucking Stupid Teeth all fucking night long.
No,
You know,
Motherfucker.
and then it was like, it has to all be WWE official, like, clothing. Otherwise, yeah, they'll move you. So, like, I was just going to say, fuck it, dude. I was going to wear my underboss shirt. Like, I don't give a shit what the fuck you guys say. But then I passed the fuck out, so that didn't help me.
Yes, you have to wear. I heard about that. I know the Bucky Beaver teeth motherfucker is in the goddamn thing in your ear talking about cheer, boo, wear the WWE shirt. Yeah, that's why I'm like, fuck that. I don't want to do the Thunderdome. It looks like a foolish-
everybody.
Exactly. Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, it's a fun. It looks like a fun experience, but it's just like, it's kind of sucks at the same time.
That it's so orchestrated.
Yeah, I don't want to be told what to do. That's the point of going to a wrestling show. I'm going to have my own feels.
And you have to wear the WWE T-shirt. You have to wear a WWE T-shirt.
You know what? That's fine. I have a Daniel Bryan shirt, and I haven't worn in
Me
a
too.
while. I'll wear that.
Yeah.
I'll give me somebody I actually like, a D-Bry. Maybe I won't wear Seth.
Mm.
And then the rest of them are faded as all fuck. So D-Bry it is.
Yeah,
You know what?
maybe
I
if
have
they
Kane.
lasted longer.
I got a
they
Cain
would be.
Velasquez shirt. You think they'll
Well,
kick me out for my Cain Velasquez shirt?
No, because Cain Velasquez wrestled in WWE, so I think you're okay. As long as you wrestle in WWE. You know who was a wrestler in WWE? You saw that tweet. Daz, you got pissed.
Oh, fuck Snooki.
Yeah, but she's eligible for the Celebrity Hall of Fame.
Yeah, she is.
Oh, gross.
And my son thinks I'm a wrestler. Yeah, that's cute, but you're not.
You're really
You
not.
know what? She could stay on Jersey Shore because she's hilarious on that show, but other than that, I don't give a fuck.
Well, first and foremost, she had a background, I think, in cheerleading or gymnastics, and that was the smart thing that they did at that WrestleMania. She only did one goddamn move, and it was okay.
And that's eligible for Hall of Fame.
It is. Drew Carey got eliminated
Aye.
himself.
Drew Carey
in the
tried
Royal
to
Rumble.
pay off Kane. That is Hall of Fame worthy.
Yes, that is
Okay.
definitely Hall of Fame worthy. You stand in the middle of the ring against Kane, and you're like, you know what? Let me pull up some money right here.
First and foremost, to quote the Phoenix, I'll accept that.
Kane won't.
Man, we only really discussed one segment in both shows. Very confusing thing happened on AEW. Matt Hardy, who is currently nursing a concussion and should be at home, was attacked backstage.
God, fuck this guy.
What the fuck was he doing there?
He's just, I'm going to stand here and get hurt. He's like the old dude that fucking fell off of his walker who needs fucking life alert. Like, Jesus Christ.
Matt
dude.
Hardy's turned into Peter Griffin. Ah.
And everybody's watching. Everybody. I love how fucking Jericho and them, he's like, oh, what happened? Holding the bat like a fucker.
I guess you're not very lucky this week, Matt Hardy.
Well, yeah, because, you know, his luck is I get hurt all the fucking time.
Yeah.
That's not luck, man. That's not luck.
Hi, I'm Matt Hardy, and welcome to Jackass.
You fucking ain't right. Fucking ain't right.
Ugh. And this is called Concrete Head.
Fucking concrete head. And then they let him keep going. The fucking doc's like, no, you're fine. And it's like, what? I still can't get over that you had an obvious concussed guy. You let him climb a fucking scaffold.
Yeah.
Because we got to get to the finish, brother.
But he literally said last week he's going to go home, heal up, and come back and chase the title. So why the hell was he there this week?
He don't need to chase the fucking thing other than his fucking car ride home.
First and foremost, you really don't want to see him in the TNT or AEW World Championship picture, don't you?
He doesn't need to be in any title picture unless they decide they want to make a fucking trios title or something and he can win it with fucking Private Party. Other than that, I am 100% done with Matt Hardy in AEW. Once he got him showing up, it was like, okay, well, he'll be fucking Damascus and it'll be the broken gimmick the way we want to see it. And then that went away. And then they reignited the feud with him and Sammy, and it's fine. It was fine. And then All Out happened. And the absolute fucking reality of this guy has bad health is, come into play. And now it's like, you know what, dude? Thanks, but no thanks.
Yeah, Matt's new gimmick is basically Mr. Glass.
Yeah. He can't do a fucking thing.
Okay, well, man, so much happened on Raw and Impact and everything. We're running out of time on the Wednesday Night War, so let's just go through the highlights. Ciampa destroys Desmond Troy, and he's going to face Jake Atlas next week. The strange thing was Ciampa attacked Atlas later on outside, and he gets stopped by Kyle O'Reilly.
Yeah, that was fucking weird as all fuck. What the hell is Kyle doing?
Yeah, out of all the people to stop him, Kyle O'Reilly.
Just like, is Kyle O'Reilly the new leader of the locker room?
I guess. Shocked the system.
I'm about to say, did the whole Undisputed Era actually turn face when Cole and fucking Ballard too sweet at each other?
I guess that was the sign of, okay, I guess we're going to have a face Undisputed Era.
I think.
Shock the system.
Well, they shocked the fuck out of me.
Austin Theory had an open challenge which was accepted by Kushida, so basically it's week 2 of Kushida beating the shit out of an alleged sex pest.
Thank
Love
you. Thank you. I fucking hate Austin Theory with a passion. Kushida put a whooping on that boy. Hoverboard. Fuck him.
And he came out and said, fucking entrance, I'm beating your ass, bud.
Yeah.
Oh,
Man, I love this new
God.
Kushida. Beating
Welcome
up
back to
sex
NXT.
pests.
Welcome back to NXT, Austin Theory. Welcome back. Though we tease him a lot, rightfully so. Welcome back.
Yeah. Poor Drake Maverick.
Drake Maverick.
It was just so funny because the camera went backstage and showed Killian Dane just watching the match, not giving a fuck.
Not giving a shit.
Until Regal's like, "Are you really gonna let him go through that on his own?" Ah, you want me to go to the ring? I'll go to the ring. And all he did was just plump Maverick back in the ring and say you lost like a man.
Pretty much. I did love the whole thing while Drake's outside. He's like, well, you know, we're gonna be good tag partners, and you know, but he punched me in the face a couple times, and I don't have his phone number. Do you have his phone number? I don't know how to get a hold of him. I'm like, what the fuck? You're gonna team with this fucking guy? You can't get his fucking number? You don't have him on Facebook or nothing? You piece of shit.
Was Drake concussed? Because, I mean, Dane's dropped him several times now, and he clearly doesn't want to team with him.
Be my tag?
And he just keeps pushing him, saying, "We're a tag team now." No, he's gonna punch you again. Stop touching him.
Yeah, stop it. He's a big giant man that will hurt you.
Next week we are getting the Gauntlet Eliminator for an NXT title shot. So it's
Is this gonna be a whole fucking 2-hour match?
It's basically like a Royal Rumble, except you can only be eliminated by pin or submission.
How many people are gonna be in it? Did it say?
Yeah, he didn't say.
The whole fucking roster.
All it said was the roster is too big for a simple number one contenders match.
That's fine. I like this. This is going to be interesting. But like, my question is how many dudes are we going to get?
I would say 10 or 20. Especially if
That'd be cool.
If it's elimination by pin or submission, and there's going to be some significant damage done to everybody, so they can't have too many.
Oh yeah. See who the Iron Man would be, kind of shit.
Yeah. Over on AEW, I was kind of disappointed there was no confrontation between Omega and Page, even though Omega was there for commentary for Page's match. But okay.
Kazarian and Hangman killed it. Awesome match.
Yep. Yeah, just surprised there was no competition. And even after the match, you know, Page just has himself a beer, and then we're going to go to the next segment.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't have himself a beer. He fucking drank a White Claw. I swear to God, unless there's like a fucking logo out there that looks very similar to that, when I tried to zoom in and like my eye-wise the best I could, because I'm very curious of what kind of beer people drink. And I swear to God, that was a White Claw logo on the fucking side of that goddamn can.
Maybe they were Page-wisers.
There you go. That's cool, too. I like that.
MJF squashed Sean Dean within seconds with an armbar and claims to be the undefeated, undisputed, uncrowned world champion. And I know there's been some comparisons to EC3 with this whole campaign thing. Didn't EC3 do something similar? Like undefeated, undisputed, and uncrowned? Or am I thinking of unbent, unbowed, unbroken?
No, I think that was 2015 when he was doing the thing because, you know, he's the uncrowned champ, but then he finally won it back in the whole 9 thing with Matt Hardy and then the whole thing with Kurt Angle. So I think you're correct on that.
Yeah. There you go.
Trouble, 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 trouble.
For some reason, Taz endorses Lance Archer and encourages him to give Brian Cage the first shot when he beats Mox for the AEW World title. Mox makes his way to the ring but gets jumped by Cage and Ricky Starks. Mox is saved by a chair-swinging Will Hobbs.
No, Will Haas.
Haas. I thought it was Hobbs. My bad.
No, his name is Hobbs, but I have renamed him Haas because he is a Haas.
Will Haas. That sounds
Will
better.
Haas. See how much better of a name that sounds?
That
Big
does
Will
sound
Haas.
better.
It does. Well, first and foremost, not to be confused with Charlie Haas.
No.
He's a Haas too.
He is a Haas, but it's just okay.
He's built like a brick
I like
shit,
him.
Haas.
He is, and I like Will Hobbs. I'm glad that they signed him because he's got a lot of potential.
Even fucking Moxley called him a Haas.
Haas.
And then he fucking told Darby Allin, get your crazy ass to Jacksonville next week. And I fucking laughed.
By the way, that is another Mo-ism, by the way. We do talk about everybody's isms on this show. That is a Mo-ism. Haas.
Yes, it is.
Love that word.
Yes, it is.
Absolutely love that word.
So yeah, like you said, 6-man tag next week. And also next week, we got Brody Lee defending the TNT Championship against Orange Cassidy. We got Diamante.
He's going to try.
He's gonna try and go for the TNT Championship. It'd be so funny if he
And
wins,
get
though.
killed. Oh, I'd fucking pop like crazy.
Diamante and Ivelisse take on Shida and Thunder Rosa.
Ooh.
Can I just
Fun.
say, I love the fact that she's in this. I love me some Thunder Rosa.
Yeah, it's nice
Yeah,
to
good
see
for her.
a nice little working relationship with NWA.
Yeah, we just need more. We need some Nick Aldis. We need some Trevor Murdoch.
Oh God. You know what it is with Trevor Murdoch? Here's the thing. I like
Biscuits
Trevor
and
Murdoch,
gravy?
but every time. No, but that's what? Biscuits and gravy.
Don't tell me he don't like it as well.
All right, but he's from Waxahachie, Texas, and you're talking about biscuits
Okay,
and
then
gravy.
barbecue ribs.
All right, thank you.
You could strap a bucket of fried chicken on his back. I'm just.
See, anytime I think of Trevor Murdoch, and I love him and Kate when they were the tag team and champs and the whole nine.
Yeah.
Every time I think of Trevor Murdoch solo, I just think of "I Got Friends in Low Places" when he was singing on TV for a little bit, and then he was friggin' in Impact trying to get the friggin' gauntlet and the bounty on Abyss, and he was Jethro Holiday.
Jeffro Holiday.
I just keep thinking of how Cornette made that joke about or him fucking with the
Oh,
bucket
the
of chicken
What?
in
He made that-
Ethiopia and shit.
But he made that joke back in '95.
Yeah, shit was funny though.
I'm
It was, and people got upset about that. Yeah.
I'm gonna make a comparison now that probably only British audiences are gonna get, so everybody else gonna have to Google this. Trevor Murdoch equals Onslow from Keeping Up Appearances. And I await the Google
I want to
search.
laugh, but I have no idea what the fuck's going on.
I know Mike's already on it. Go for the Google search, Mike.
Ah, I can see that.
What was it? Hold on, what am I looking up again?
He's a fictional character in the British 1990s comedy series Keeping Up Appearances portrayed by the late Jeffrey Hughes. Yeah, I can see that. That is definitely Trevor Murdoch. That is definitely Trevor Murdoch. Type in ONS. Yeah.
I will
nice.
send you an
I
image
just seen
now.
it. Yep,
I'm
that's
sitting
fucking
here.
him, all right.
Yep. I'm sitting here completely surrounded by no beer. Oh, nice. Yep. That is Trevor Murdoch.
100%.
Sorry, Trevor. Yeah, so, and then of course, Dynamite ends with the parking lot fight.
Great.
P&P versus Best Friends. Man, Trent took two big ass bumps with a powerbomb on the. Now this is in the parking lot, so we're gonna get some double terms, both UK and USA here. So he takes a powerbomb on the roof of the car, and then a double powerbomb almost through the windscreen/windshield. His back gets all cut up, and he still takes a piece of wood across the damn back. And then Cassidy emerges from the boot, aka the trunk, of one of the cars, to give it a little assist to Best Friends. And then, we've got another double term now. Chucky hits Santana with a power driver on the bonnet, aka the hood.
Mm-hmm.
And Chucky gets the win, dropping Ortiz, who I don't know what the fuck it was, a sheet of wood draped across the back of a truck.
Something like that.
Just, it got a lot more brutal towards the end. And Orange Cassidy's entrance was just awesome.
The greatest hero we never knew we had.
Yeah, that was for entering Wakanda level entrance.
It's fantastic.
Oh,
And then the best part was Trent's mom flipping him the bird.
somebody, yes. Goku, somebody needs to re-edit the footage. Actually, I might do it, of Orange Cassidy stepping out with the Avengers music.
Right?
By the way, I have something to say about Mr. Trent Beretta.
Is it about his mom?
No,
Okay.
it's about Mr. Moses Marquez over here.
Oh.
Moses
Oh,
Marquez
what'd you
now.
do?
Moses Marquez now knows about the Dude Busters with him and Kalen Croft on ECW on Sci-Fi.
That's right, the Dude Busters. Yeah, somebody had posted up on, I think, RWT that, like, just one of the random episodes of, anybody remember that show, Silent Library? It was here in the States. It was just fucking, MTV put on a show where apparently a Japanese game shows you had to be very quiet but still do stuff. I never got to see the actual Japanese version. I'm still looking for it. Anyway, and it had a bunch of WWE, like, developmental dudes. And it was like Dolph was in there, but then there was like Trent Beretta,
Kalen Croft.
yeah, the fucking whoever the fuck that guy was, and some other couple of fucking geeks. And I was like, what the fuck is going? What the fuck?
Then I
who
had
the fuck?
then I had to explain to Moses when Trent was in the WWE.
And I'm like, and then let this motherfucker go. Of all the names that go through their fucking developmental system and walk away is just mind-boggling.
What's
Like I
interesting?
said, it's Kenny is like the biggest one because he showed up in OVW. He killed it in OVW, and they were like,
No,
or not OVW, wherever he was,
Deep South.
Georgia.
Deep South.
There you go, Deep South. So he kills it over there. They even put like brag about one of his matches well after the fact, and then that was it. Okay,
no.
bye, see you later. And then Trent, who was a dude at one point, was, I don't want to say he was maybe just a tier below Kenny in the Japanese hype market, and this guy was fucking developmental that never saw the light of day besides a couple of random NXT episodes.
Well, he was on when NXT was starting to get the resurgence with Dusty Rhodes as the GM and all that stuff. That was around the time when he got released from WWE. And here's the funny thing: I remember seeing that guy wrestle as Plasma for the NYWC, the New York Wrestling Connection, and he used to team with Maverick in NYWC, who would later go on to be the premier athlete Tony Nese. So they were a very short tag team.
You said
back in,
Dusty Rhodes at GM, and I was just thinking TNA with Tracy and Trinity.
I love Tracy and Trinity. Trinity's such a sweet lady. Yes, very much. But yeah, no, dude, it's one of those things where I was showing Moses the Dude Busters, and I showed him the photo of old Kalen Croft, who was Chris Cage in OVW with Trent Beretta, and it was pretty funny. Dude, I also sent you what you got to watch because I know you're going to see him on the retros. The Lenny Lane one WWE appearance where he wrestled Jack Swagger on ECW.
Oh, I know. I already got all that stuff ready. I'm going to just sit back and enjoy. Probably on my lunch break.
Lenny Lane, when he was in WCW and then he was in TNA in the early stages, made one ECW on Sci-Fi appearance, and I think he was like Jack Swagger's second or third match when he first started coming in as the All a Mac and Jack Swagger on ECW on Sci-Fi.
Got it.
That surprised the hell out of me when he won the title, but I digress.
Oh, and beat Matt Hardy? Yes.
Surprised us all, bro.
Yeah. Well, there you go. We kind of shot through the Wednesday Night War. And in case you haven't heard, PS5 comes your way on November 19th, and by PS5 I mean...
fuck a PS5.
Hold on. By PS5 I mean
Xbox.
Promo Series 5.
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
That also comes your way November 19th. It's our last special of the year, well, apart from the Maxis, and also the end of this year's promo season. The 3 PromoBowl finalists will all challenge the Demon S for the Promo Championship in the microphone standoff.
Like a microphone standoff.
We need that cover version. Robert, get the guitar out.
Right?
Make it happen, Captain.
And the rest of November and all of December will be exhibition months. The Phoenix puts his title on the line as well in the traditional winner stays on gauntlet for the Knowledge Championship. It begins on November 17th, the pre-launch show, hopefully with 2 hardcore Undertaker fans against Alex Doria. That's to be confirmed.
Hopefully. We're trying to get Alex Doria from the Talking Taker podcast because Alex loves him some Undertaker.
Yeah.
One-on-one with the Undertaker.
And
we're trying to get LJ.
right there.
So, yes, and we're trying to get LJ, so let's see what happens.
Well, we also know that the other challengers will be the Demoness, looking to redeem herself after her Knowledge debut at Trivia Takeover back in June.
Oh man, yes.
And finally, at Promo Series itself, the final match of the gauntlet will be against El Jefe Moses Marquez, looking to join all the other Knowledge champions and becoming a 2-time champ.
Two-time.
Speaking of El Jefe, whether he's in the microphone standoff or not, he will definitely be picking up the mic for a promo duel against the Shape.
That's right. Microphone stand up. Not for sure just yet, but all I know is I got 2 chances. I have, I feel like an easy shot when I go against Chris, and then I got you. Or not you, the Shape or whomever. And that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the Shape. That's what I'm calling you out, Shape. You some gun you. I hope you understand that I was, a ranch guy. I know a little something about the Western, if you know what I'm talking about. You don't know nothing about no Westerns. So I hope you're ready for a drill.
So
I
Moses
will
Marquez.
pass the message on.
So Moses Marquez is saying he's going to do like Clint Eastwood and paint your wagon.
There you go.
Bulletproof vest, genius. And In another promo exhibition, it's Pop Culture co-host Brittany Savage going one-on-one with Mike Larkin, and without spoiling it, you can probably expect Mike to get just as savage as Brittany herself.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've sent Dazzy Dangerously bits of my promo, and I mean, I did say it when we did the build. You know, you don't know how savage I can be. Man, it's all fun. It's all in good love. I'm gonna say this is probably one of my best bouts that I'm looking forward to. One of my favorites, and I love each and everybody that I've gone against. I look forward to facing Moses in March. But for me, it's like this, man. 11 years ago, she faced Beth Phoenix. I was a high school kid watching her against Beth Phoenix on Friday Night SmackDown. And then 11 years later, here we are doing what we do, becoming friends, doing promos together. It's going to be a whole hell of a lot of fun. And also the fact that this is also my 4-year anniversary, sir, because my first ever Max Wrestling podcast special was Promo Series.
Yeah.
And what a hell of a 4 years, man.
Yeah. And I believe we didn't have a knowledge title match. It was a number one contenders at the first promo
that was
series.
the first one. Yeah, the first one was the number one contender when I beat Evan in the final. Yep.
Yeah. And there will also be no NXT takeover that weekend, so the predictions title will only be online for Survivor Series. For more information, go to maxwrestlinguk.weebly.com. It's time for some real cowboy shit.
Microphone stand,
Like a
dog.
microphone.
We got stand, dog. That's the thing that we can't use Rhinestone Cowboy.
Yeah.
First and foremost, the only thing I think about Glenn Campbell, I think of that god-awful mugshot that he had when he got arrested. Have you ever seen Glenn Campbell's mugshot?
No. I never
All
knew
right,
he
I
was
got it.
arrested.
Okay, I got to get this up. Hold on 1 second. Because you got to see this. And when I say you got to see this, just like you did with that onslaught, you got to see this.
He
Hold on
sounds
1
like he's
second.
actually going to get the physical photo.
Like like he took it himself.
Yeah.
Freaking A, man.
Let me
I
just pull
saw
out
this
my
on
binder.
Right?
the 40 greatest mugshots, man, of Glenn Campbell, man.
Oh,
He was
okay.
on one of them.
You actually have it in a book.
No,
Oh.
but I saved it. I knew we were talking about it.
Oh,
Hold
okay.
on. Yeah, he got arrested for DUI back in the day. He was like 66 at the time. Oh, my God. All right, I have the mugshot. I have the effing mugshot from the smoking gun. Check this sumbitch out. Hold on 2 seconds.
I'll put it on screen for you people as well.
Yes, you better do that. You better do that because people have got to see this, man. They got to. You know what I'm
Try
saying?
a
Hold on.
little tenderness.
Tenderness.
Tenderness with a little love and some tenderness. That's Hootie and the Blowfish.
Oh, he
Yo.
looks pissed.
Yep. Yep.
Oh wow.
How dare you
Furious,
take my picture?
man.
How many times do I gotta sing Rhinestone Cowboy to get the hell out of here?
Try a little tenderness.
Yes.
Chicks love that romantic crap. I'm just kidding.
Yes.
Goddamn Disney movies.
Hey, the bell is back.
Somebody works.
And it's time for us to bid you adieu. So before we go, remember to like and follow Max Wrestling on Facebook, Twitter, and Max Wrestling UK on YouTube and Instagram. We're also on SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, iHeartRadio, and CastBox.
Cast Bizarre!
Lee.
Yes.
And you can find me. Oh, also a shout out to Andre Corbeil. You can always check it out on Wrestling with Wrestling, Andre Corbeil's YouTube channel. You can find me at the Captain 512. Travis, when he's here, you can find him at Walker_TA92. And Twitch no longer makes your dick itch. Don't be a wanker. Check out Anchor, featuring El Jefe.
That's right. Everything kind of went on hold for this week, mainly because football came back. So people are like, what the fuck's going on? Schedules being readapted because football is life. Just, I'm not going to lie. Just part of life, fantasy football stuff. But be on the lookout for that. And as far as Twitch stuff, we are going to be switching from retro to modern day games. I know somebody's like, what the fuck? But your whole thing's retro. Don't trip, tater chip. It's been much requested for me to put up some Call of Duty gameplay. So there's going to be some Call of Duty streams. And then just because I can't take my fucking hands off the controller when I'm home to play this game, Tony Hawk 1 and 2.
I just had visions of the wrestler, with Mickey Rourke playing Call of Duty with the kid, and he's like, so what's this called again? Call to Duty? Call of Duty. Call of Duty.
Call to the duty. Yes, exactly. But I'm surprisingly good at it. So.
And also, a wild Amir appeared. It was so surreal hearing him
that's right.
record.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, when he did the SummerSlam review. That's right. For those who haven't checked it out yet, so far it's actually shockingly our most listened to podcast on Anchor. I don't know if that's in general, but yeah, he had a blast doing the show. I was so glad I convinced him to do it, and it took legitimately no effort. We got rambling about something, and then I was like, hey, I'm going to be reviewing SummerSlam and tomorrow. You want to do that? Okay. And he made it happen. So for those who missed the hell out of that guy, and trust me, listening to that show, you'll miss him even more.
I always love with Amiro, like, you introduce him and you immediately get a story.
Yep.
It's either that or he interrupts me mid, like, intro.
And Mike, who you been talking to?
Well, first and foremost, to use a Moism, let's keep it funky. And you can follow me as a showrunner at SCL92 at pop_culture_pod. Impact Rewind on the Twitter for them some bitches. You can check me out laundryfc.com. Beauty, strength, and dominance, the 3 key elements that make women the work of art that they are. As far as talking to people, man, it's going to be a light week. But Savage and I actually recorded another edition of the Pop Culture History Podcast last night, where we talked about Carol Baskin being on Dancing with the Stars, and among other things, that bitch, and among other things, including Saliva Always. That's what we opened up with, and I thought about you because we love Back Into Your System, Saliva. Yes! So we talked about that, and we talked about a whole lot of things. So you'll hear that when that comes out either later today or tomorrow, because I'm probably going to go to sleep after we're done recording this. I'm just being honest, Outcast Hey Yacht style. So yes, you can check all that out, SteveMikeShow.com. And I appreciate the hell out of each and every one of you, including NetPicks podcast, Daz and I. First episode's out now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what's the next one going to be?
80s horror.
80s horror. 80s horror.
Ooh, interesting.
Moses, I will send you Twisted Desire when we are done with the show. You got to watch it. Evil Sabrina.
I'm all about it.
Yep.
And next week, there is no promo ball about. We take a break. But make sure you check out the Max Wrestling Facebook group on Monday for the results of this week's match between Mike Jolly and Aleksandr Rowen, because then the vote immediately opens for the second chance. And it closes in time for next week's episode on Thursday. So get your voting fingers ready to see who's going to get that second chance in the Promo Bowl for the final match in the first round. That, my friends, is the bottom line. Goodbye, mwah, and good night. Bang.
Adios.
Dazzy! Moses! Max Wrestling! We're out.
Next week.
We'll be back.